The state broadcaster GRTS on Monday submits its financial activity report to the Public Enterprise Committee for scrutiny. It is a constitutional requirement for public enterprises to present their activity report and financial statements within 3 months of the end of each year to the National Assembly. The CC has the rest of that story.
The Standing Committee on Public Enterprises meets with the Gambia Radio and Television Services for the consideration of their activity report, audited financial statements, and later of GRTS for the year ended 31st December 2019. It is the responsibility of the financial authors to obtain a reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements as a whole are free from material misstatement. The committee, however, questioned the viability of GRTS, in which the Director General Abdou Toure responded, saying GRTS needs to be repositioned.
1995, it was a very viable institution. We could all see there was a lot of support, from the government, and the institution had a lot of, state-of-the-art equipment in those days. But comparing the situation of 1995 to date, we have seen a lot of changes. The issue of repositioning GRTs, we think, is key in this respect, because with this subsidiary that we have set up, it means GRTs is now going to focus on only content production. We are not going to be seen, transmitting signals. That will be the responsibility of the Digital Gambia company. It means GRTs, just like other TV stations, should be on a sound footing to be able to, provide, news and other programs to the general public. But when you look at the situation today, the challenges have overwhelmed the institution.
According to the committee, the national broadcaster is not following the Act of Operation with regards to operation tax payment, but said they have an agreement with GRA, and this was their response.
There is an agreement, and I think that is something in line with...
That's his concern, Board Chair. Yeah. He's saying that with the taxation, why is it that the corporation does not endeavor to pay rather than rely on agreements not to pay as it should? So that's the thin line to explain what are the challenges, what led to an agreement. So that's what he wants explained. Why the need for an agreement?
I'll allow the director to explain a little bit, maybe the context, but in line with policies also, there is a possibility for the Minister of Finance to also waive certain taxations or reduce them. And I think the agreement was in line with the difficulties GRTS found itself in. And since also GRA was collecting the levy, it was agreed that they will collect the tax from the source instead of giving GRTS all and then later on. So there is an agreement to collect the tax through that modality.
The Committee on Public Enterprises, which consists of 24 members, is established under the Standing Order Act of 126. The duty of the committee is to report to Parliament on accounts examined, budgets and estimates, financial procedures, performance and management of corporations, and other government business undertakings. For iAfrica News, I am Daisy.
The state broadcaster today presents its activity to the Committee of Public Enterprise,